Hi friends, this question is asked in 2020 January 7th in the morning session. This is mains question. Given that the standard potential of Cu2 plus Cu and Cu plus Cu are 0.34 and 0.522 volts respectively, we need to calculate standard potential of Cu2 plus 2 Cu. So there are four options. We'll see how to solve this problem. First I am writing a process. Cu2 plus is first converted to Cu plus by taking one electron, and Cu plus is converted to Cu by taking one more electron. Or you can also write Cu2 plus 2 Cu. Here how many electrons are involved here? 2 electrons are involved. Here the electrode potential Cu2 plus 2 Cu is 0.34 volts, and Cu2 plus 2 Cu plus is required. We have here Cu plus 2 Cu is 0.522 volts. How to solve this problem we'll see. This is delta G01, this is delta G02, and this is delta G03. Tell me what is the relation between delta G01, delta G02 and delta G03. So here delta G01 plus delta G02 is equal to delta G03. So from this, delta G01 is equal to delta G03 minus delta G02. You know already delta G0 is equal to minus NF E0. Delta G0 is equal to minus NF E0. Now delta G01, it represents this process. For this, N value is 1 because in this process only one electron is involved. 1 into F into, we need to calculate this E0, let it be E01, that is equal to delta G03, this is delta G03. How many electrons are involved in this process? 2 electrons are involved in this process. So here minus 2 into F into, what is E0 of this one? 0.34 volts, minus, what is delta G02? This is delta G02. How many electrons involved in this process? Only one electron is involved in this process. So let it be minus 1 into F into, what is E0 of this process? 0.522 volts. Now if you understand that here minus F is common on left side and right side, so you can cancel it. Then you will get E01 is equal to 2 into 0.34 minus 0.522. So 2 into 0.34, you know, 0.68 minus 0.522, which is equal to plus 0.158 volts. Now the correct answer for this question is A. The next question is, the equation that is incorrect is, they have given four options. This question asked in 2020 January 7th in the evening session. The previous question in the morning session, and this question is in evening session in the same day in 2020. Now we'll see first option, lambda naught M of NABR minus lambda naught M of NaCl is equal to lambda naught M of KBr minus lambda naught M of KCl. Here, second option, lambda naught M of H2O is equal to lambda naught M of HCl plus lambda naught M of NaOH minus lambda naught M of NaCl. Anyway, we have two more options, but I'll tell you here how to solve this problem. See, lambda naught M means it is molar conductivity at infinite dilution or zero concentration. At zero concentration, whether it is strong electrolyte or weak electrolyte, it will be dissociated completely. So I am going to write the ions of this NABR. Ions of NABR is equal to lambda naught M of Na plus lambda naught M of Br minus minus, I'm going to write ions of NaCl, that is lambda naught m of Na plus lambda naught m of Cl minus. It should be equal to lambda naught m of K plus lambda naught m of Br minus lambda naught m of K plus lambda naught m of Cl minus. Here, see, it is plus lambda naught m of Na plus and it becomes minus lambda naught m of, I am going to change the sign, minus of plus becomes minus here. Here also minus of plus becomes minus. Lambda naught m of Na plus minus lambda naught m of Na plus. Lambda naught m of K plus minus lambda naught m plus m of K plus will be cancelled. Then what is remaining here? Lambda naught m of Br minus lambda naught m of Cl minus, that is equal to lambda naught m of Br minus lambda naught m of Cl minus. Yes, both are matching. So this is a use simply here. This is H plus, this is OH minus. I can write this HCl as H plus Cl minus, NaOH as Na plus OH minus, NaCl here Na plus Cl minus. Now here H plus OH minus is equal to H plus Cl minus plus Na plus OH minus. It becomes minus Na plus minus Cl minus. So here plus Na plus minus Na plus will be cancelled. Plus Cl minus Cl minus will be cancelled. Then what is remaining? H plus, here H plus, OH minus, here OH minus. Yes, it is correct. This is correct relation. So we move to next one. And third, here NaBr, you can write it as Na plus Br minus NaCl, Na plus I minus KBr, K plus Br minus NaBr, Na plus Br minus. So here plus Na plus minus Na plus will be cancelled. Here plus Br minus Br minus will be cancelled. What is remaining here? Br minus I minus. But what is remaining here? K plus and Na plus. This is incorrect statement. This is correct. This is correct. This is. We go for last one. K plus Cl minus, Na plus Cl minus, K plus Br minus, Na plus Br minus. Now this is Cl minus and this Cl minus will be cancelled. Br minus and here Br minus will be cancelled. What is remaining here? K plus minus Na plus, K plus minus Na plus. This is correct relation. But what is required in the question? Incorrect statement. The answer becomes C. Next, third question. It is asked in 2020, 8th January in the morning session. The question is, what would be the electrode potential for the given half cell reaction at pH equal to 5? So the given half cell is 2H2O gives O2 plus 4H plus 4 electrons. Here given data E0 is equal to 1.23 volts and the partial pressure of oxygen is 1 bar. Now we'll write first given data. Here pH is equal to 5. From this you can write concentration of H plus ion, that is 10 power minus 5 molar. Now here partial pressure of oxygen anyway 1 bar. Now we write the nearness is E is equal to E0 minus 0.059 by how many electrons involved in this process? 4. 4 log H plus to the power 4. Now here E cell, E is equal to, what is E0 given? 1.23 minus 0.059 by 4 log, what is H plus ion concentration? 10 power minus 5 to the power 4. Now this is equal to, this 4 and this 4 gets cancelled, then we get 1.23 minus 0.059 into log 10 power minus 5 becomes minus 5. So minus of minus plus, this is equal to 1.23 plus 0.059 into 5, 1.52 volts. The next question, which is asked in 2028 January in the evening session. Question is, for an electrochemical cell, the ratio of these two ions when the cell attains equilibrium is the given data. The standard reduction potential of tin is minus 0.14 volts. The standard reduction potential of the lead is minus 0.13 volts. See, first we'll write the anodic and cathodic half reactions. At anode, oxidation taking place. Here tin oxidized to Sn plus 2 electrons here. At cathode, reduction taking place. Lead ion is reduced to lead. Here, this is oxidation, the process is oxidation, then we have to take standard oxidation potential. Standard oxidation potential of tin is plus 0.14 volts, because you know standard oxidation potential is equal to minus standard reduction potential. In the question, reduction potential of tin is given. Minus of minus 0.14 volts gives plus 0.14 volts. Then here, reduction potential of lead, that is equal to minus 0.13 volts. If you write the overall reaction, the overall reaction is Sn plus Pb plus 2 gives Sn plus 2 plus Pb. Here 2 electrons are cancelled. Then the E0 cell of this reaction is equal to 0.01 volts. This is E0 cell. Now if you write the Nernst equation, E cell is equal to E0 cell minus 0.06 by N log concentration of Sn plus 2 ion by concentration of Pb plus 2 ion. Here number of electrons involved in this process 2, so I can replace this with 2. Now your E cell becomes equal to 0 at equilibrium. In question it is clearly mentioned at equilibrium. So at equilibrium E cell equal to 0. So from this E0 cell, what is value of E0 cell? 0.01. That is equal to 0.06 by 2 log Sn2 plus by Pb plus 2. Now here if you simplify this, you will get 1 by 3 is equal to log Sn2 plus ion concentration by Pb2 plus ion concentration. From this, ions concentration ratio is equal to 10 power 1 by 3. That is equal to 2.15 volt. Next question is, 108 grams of silver is deposited cathode from AgNO3 aqua solution by a certain quantity of electricity. The volume in liter of oxygen gas produced at 273 Kelvin and 1 bar pressure from water by the same quantity of electricity is. Here we have to follow Faraday's second law. The Faraday's second law is weight of silver deposited by equivalent weight of silver is equal to weight of oxygen liberated by equivalent weight of the oxygen. Here weight of silver deposited is equal to 108 and equivalent weight of silver is 108, because you know silver oxidation number is +1. It takes only one electron to reduce into Ag. So your number of electrons involved will be only 1. Its atomic mass is 108. 108 by 1 is equal to its equivalent weight, that is equal to 108. This is equal to weight of oxygen by equivalent weight of oxygen is 8. So from this, weight of oxygen is equal to 8 grams. But we required volume of oxygen produced. So to calculate volume of oxygen produced at 273 Kelvin and 1 bar pressure, we have to take PV is equal to nRT relation. From this, V is equal to nRT by P. Number of moles, we have weight. From this you can calculate number of moles. Weight by molecular mass gives number of moles. This is N. R value 0.0821. Units are liter atmosphere per mole Kelvin. Temperature 273 by 0.987. Remember important point. Here pressure given is 1 bar. Here 1 bar is equal to 0.987 atmospheres. So I substitute that value here. So this is equal to 5.67 liters. Next question is, amongst the following, the form of water with the lowest ionic conductance at 298 Kelvin is. So here we require the lowest ionic conductance. Remember, ionic conductance is directly proportional to number of ions. If you know this relation, you can identify it very easily, because if you take the seawater, it has so many salts. So number of ions are more, conductance is more. Saline water, it contains NaCl, so ions are more. Water from well, it is also having some dissolved salts. So all these are having some dissolved salts. Salts dissociate completely into ions, then they act as a good conductors. But if you take the distilled water, it will not dissociate. So the number of ions will be very less in the distilled water. That's why it has a lowest ionic conductance.